Hello, it's Matt, and today we're going to make dinner. Now, I'm a single person, and it's a little difficult to cook for single folks. And sometimes we rely on takeout food. And when we order Asian food, we always have something left over. And this would be it. This little box. And as all single folks know, this little box of rice, the day after, 2 days after, ain't so tasty. But there is a solution, which goes way, way back. Those Asian folks, they also had a bunch of day-old rice, and they discovered what they were going to do with it. They were going to make fried rice. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to start out with a non-stick pan on medium heat. I don't ever use non-stick pans any higher than medium because they have a coating on it which may or may not cause you to grow 3 legs and 5 arms. Anyways, so I start out with some just regular vegetable oil. You can use any other type of lubricant of your choice. And we pour a little bit in the pan. And there we go. You can add more if you want. Just put that over there. Alright, and then we're going to start out by, now, you can add whatever you want to this thing. It's pretty much, it's everything. It's an omelet, it's a fridge cleaner, it's anything. We're going to add some chopped up onions. Start out with. And just roughly chopped or nicely chopped or however you want to chop your onions. And how many you want? There we go. That's enough. And just sit there and stare at those onions. You don't need to worry them to death. They haven't done anything to you, so you shouldn't be too abusive to them. And we're going to aim for a nice translucent color on our onions. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the video camera. This will take about 2 or 3 minutes of staring at the onions. Anyways, so I shall be back. Okay, the onions have become translucent, and as you can see, they are semi-see-through. There you go. And once you get to that point, then you can start adding goodies to it. Now notice I'm using a wooden utensil to stir my stuff. You can use a flat wooden utensil. Use a spoon still because I'm old-fashioned that way and haven't tried out the new flat things. But please, please, please only use wooden or silicone or something non-metal in your non-stick pan, no matter what brand it is, because you want to preserve whatever coating is on this pan and you don't want to eat it, so you want to keep it on the pan. I'm going to go ahead and add my egg. Now I took 1 egg and I beat it lightly, not a lot, and I'm going to pour that right on in there, like that. And just stir it around. You're making scrambled eggs. What you're doing now. Now you can add this anytime you want. You can add it after the rice, before the rice, whenever. It doesn't matter. It's all going to end up curdling together in little curds, and everything will be all happy and nice. Like I said, this is pretty much culinary Velcro, as some people call it. So you can add anything you want to your fried rice. But this is a good way to use a little box of fried rice that you pay for, but you never consume with your Kung Pao chicken or your sweet and sour chicken or the broccoli and beef or whatever else you got. And this is a good way to use it all up and make sure people in Africa don't go hungry. Alright, so there we go. We've worried it to death. It's made little curds. There you go. Alright, so now we go ahead and start adding things. We're going to start out with the star of the show. Our medium of choice would be our nice little 2-1 whatever day old rice you have, and it comes out in a nice ceremonious little plug. Now there you go. So just break that up. Use your fingers if you want. There you go. If you're having guests, don't use your fingers, but I'm my only guest, and I don't have cooties. Alright, there you go. So there you go, and incorporate that into your pan. There you go. You might want to start turning the heat down a little bit now because you don't want to brown anything during this process. All you're doing is heating stuff up. It's really what it boils down to. You've done the majority of the cooking already by turning your onions translucent and scrambling your eggs. So pretty much everything else you throw in here is either already cooked or doesn't require a lot more cooking anyways. Alright, so we break up our little rice and get the little guy who fell off, and put it back in if you want. You don't have to. Alright, if you're eating at a restaurant, you wouldn't want to put that back in there, but we aren't. There are no measurements. There are no, the hard and fast rules is don't burn it. All right. And if it smells like it's burning, the best way to save your food is to just take it off the burner and put it someplace else, you know, and then deal with it. Whatever you know, don't sit there and, oh, I'm gonna ride this out. Oh, look, it's on fire. Nothing you should cook should ever be on fire, for the most part. All right. Okay, so there we go. We've chunked it all up and doing pretty good here. All right. So now we decide what we're gonna add next. I'm gonna warm up my chicken. So throw some chicken in there. This chicken came from the grocery store. I took it off the bone. I put it in a bowl. There you go. All right. Stir that in there. All you're doing is making sure you reheat it a little bit. You're not trying to cook anything further. In fact, I'm going to turn the heat down from medium to medium-low because that's the way it's going to work here. Now we start contemplating seasonings. So my fried rice came with a little packet of soy sauce and something else, whatever else. Oh, this is the spicy one because it has little chili peppers in it. This is the non-spicy one. This one has little shallots and stuff in it. But thank you Takeout Restaurant. Actually, it's a New Madrid Garden on 13 in Orchard Lake. Please patronize them. They have good food and nice little takeout cups of seasoning. All right, so there we go. You add that in there. Stir it around. And this, I mean, everyone, you know, fried rice is, everyone's like, my fried rice, I make it at home all the time, that's all soggy and gooey. Well, the secret to this is use 2 or 3 day old rice when it's no longer soggy or gooey or anywhere close to that, because it's dried out and it's little pellets of starch, which no one wants to eat because they're little pellets of starch. But after you fry them up and add flavoring and seasoning and other things, it tastes pretty darn good. All right, so there we go. We got some little regulars. And this doesn't take very long at all. See, there you go. Now, you know, now's a good time to taste. So you grab your tasting spoon. I have one right here. Always have a tasting spoon. Get used to it because sometimes you'll cook in front of people and you don't want to be using the same spoon all the time and, you know, give everybody cooties. All right, that's pretty good. Need something else. We got something else. We have sesame oil right here. So this goes a long way. So you don't need a whole lot of this. So just there you go. That would probably be enough of that. All right. Now we have some mirin right here with a little leftover mirin because we always have leftover mirin, and add a little bit of that. That gives a little sweetness and there we go. Some little brightness to it. All right. Now you don't need to go all culinary on this. I mean, whatever's in the cabinet. You know, the main goal is to make it taste good and use up stuff. You're not going for culinary glory here. You really aren't. All right, so you stir that together. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then taste it with another tasting spoon. All right. You can smell the sesame. Yeah, there you go. You don't need a lot. That was only 2 or 3 drops. Okay. Now that's better. All right. So now we have the optional stuff. Now, some people might go all out on this. Do whatever you want. In my case, this is red chili based. There it is. It's made with red chilies and garlic and Satan. And I use a little bit of squirt. Well, once you get it open, there you go. That's enough. That will be enough for me. That really will. I don't need any more of that. So just put that back there. In fact, this container will probably last more than a year. All right, you can put it on omelets, you can put it on chicken, you can put it on eggs, you can put it on whatever you want. You put it on vegetables. Put it in fried rice, obviously. It'll take any normal dish to a new level. All right, there we go. Got that all mixed in there, and I've turned my heat down, so all this thing's doing now is heating itself. So that's good. Now is a good time to go ahead and add our final item. These are frozen. Yes, they are peas. They can be purchased in your local grocer. Freezing technologies come a long ways. These are fine, okay? So go ahead and pour some of those in there. And you don't want to cook these real. There we go. That's enough. And you have left. Oh, there. Look, one escaped. All right. There you go. All right. So your dish is pretty much done. So you can stir this some more. You can add carrots. You can have corn. You can add. I don't know. I don't particularly care for mushrooms in my fried rice, but you can add mushrooms. Funny story, when I was young, I used to make fried rice for my parents, and their favorite protein of choice was hot dogs. Hot dogs that were marinated in Kiko Man soy sauce. So as you can see, there's a wide variety of materials that you can put in here. And there you go. Now, this is ready to eat. Now, you can eat this any way you want. You can put a hot pat underneath it, put it right in front of your TV set, watch TV. You can serve it to your girlfriend, your dog, your friends, however you want. And this is yummy. This is good. So this has been Matt, and this has been my demonstration of what to do with leftover fried rice from a wonderful Oriental restaurant. Hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you later.